Okay, good evening and welcome to the channel. I'm Glenn B. This is Glenn B Gaming, and today we are flight simming. Currently at Heathrow Airport. As you can see on Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's pretty busy out there. Don't know how many people are actually flying properly or just flying for fun. But we're at Terminal 5, I think gate 513, 512, I'm not sure. We're flying this Fenix A320 CEO from here at Heathrow over to Paris Charles de Gaulle, part of World Tour, so it's leg 1. So basically we're going to be heading westbound, so we'll be heading from here down to Paris, Paris down to Spain somewhere, haven't decided yet, then down into Northern Africa, down to somewhere like Senegal. We'll cross over the Atlantic to Brazil from Senegal, and then make our way up into the United States from there, and across into Asia, making our way through Asia down towards India, into Dubai, that area, into the Middle East, back into Europe, and then back to here. Hopefully do this in about 10 flights or less. This one today is the first one of the series. It's going to be a short one, about an hour and a half in total, maybe a bit longer, depends on how long I take to get this plane set up. So let's get inside. I don't remember what keys I've pressed for. There we go. So let's get some power on. So I am by no means a qualified pilot. I've flown the fly-by-wire plenty of times, and I've flown the tooless Airbuses and the GR Design Airbuses and the Flight Factor Airbuses on X-Plane, which will be flying X-Plane as well in this series. Get these no smoking onto auto because we don't have no smoking anyway. Everything's set there. I wouldn't worry about that just yet. Get that up. Get all this sorted now. So this is the Fenix. So yes, it looks like the fly-by-wire, but this is a bit more detailed. And by the way, thank you for joining us, Alex and Father Jack. How are you? So EGLL to LFPG, we are British Airways Flight 322. This aircraft has the registration of GBUSK. That aircraft was scrapped at least 10 years ago. So we'll just pretend it's still here. So we've got the weather in Heathrow, about 22 degrees, and in Paris it's about 22 as well. They're only not far away anyway. And this is the route we'll be taking. So we need to start getting the route sorted. I'll set the UNH to 316. Yeah, 316, 1016. So Clear that. Init page. Request init. We are MaDDoG 322. Cost index is 53. Get rid of that. And we will be flying at 25,000 feet, so 250. Let's just consult the flight plan on SimBrief. We can get the flight plan on here. They're eventually going to show up. There we go. Cost index 53. Flight level steps up to 25,000 feet. And all our fuel and stuff. So the flight is taking off from 27 right. Seven right. MaDDoG. Oh, for some reason it's not coming up with MaDDoG that I've got down. We'll put okay, and we're due to land at runway 27 for Paris. 27 right. And we are Bivax 9D. Let's get that down. Let's have a quick look at the routes. Unity. Okay, all seems right. Should go back to init page and need to add some zero fuel weights. We've already connected to the jetway, we don't need to open anything else. So plane's loaded. Because it says it's loaded, that's why it pulls away the jetway. So 0 fuel weight is 6572 with a 30.9. So 60.6 slash 30.9. Block fuel is 6.1. So we need to get the takeoff performance now. So let's head out of here, head into departure berth, stick with low sheet, sync weather. Get it to okay, so 153, 153, 154. One, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3. Yes, Jack, it does the import from SimBrief. It does a bit better than what fly-by-wire does. Oh, have a look. Flex temp is 66. While we're here, we'll add on the weather for Paris. So 360, 360. I don't know why I'm doing it like that. Do like that. Slash 9. Temperature is 22. QNH is 1016. I do radar altimeter or radio.
100 above minimum.
Yep. That's all sorted. We've still got a couple of minutes left before we can do anything because we've got to wait for the IRS to align. So let's start up the APU. So I've set up my own views. So I've got captain, co-pilot, autopilot section, up panels, lower pedestal, onto the tablet, inside the cabin. So you get this with the Fenix A320, which you don't get with the fly-by-wire. And I've got a window view there and a window view there. Flight 25,000. Straight markers on, so we know when we get off here we'll be flying at 6,000 feet for a good while coming out of London. Okay, so let's get the tug attached. Let's get rid of the GPU. Just wait for this Jet 2 to leave. Hopefully Jet 2 don't fly from this terminal, which is all BA. So we're taking off from down here, 27 right. Okay, so now he's gone. Get some I should have actually gone the opposite way, like. Just realised what I've done. So I'll just get him to drop us past there and then I can go around. Okay, so all engines are running. APU off. Okay, so brake on, ignition off. Get some auto brake on. Our spoilers. So we got two people flying F-18s up here just messing about, so they're obviously not proper flight simmers. Okay, let's get a bit of power on. Let's wait for this plane to cross in front of us. So whoever's watching, can you tell me what the quality is? Is it okay? Turn the voice down. Is that any better for the voice, Father Jack? Problem with Terminal 5, it is at completely the wrong end of the airport if you want to fly off 27. There's flaps coming down. Should look what I'm doing. Definitely a long taxi. We're nearly there now. Come on, get that plane out of the way. I knew what I forgot to do. I always forget to do this. Oh, wrong ones. I'm gonna ignore this guy like he's not here because it's taking too long. That's a BA flight coming from Hamburg. You can generally tell on Microsoft who are flying just for the fun of it and who are flying for like VAs, virtual airlines. I don't see the point of F-18s on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, for DS, that's DCS I should say, because you can actually blow things up with that. But there, you're just flying about. So this flight I'm flying in BA colours, but I'm actually flying for Delta Virtual. It's a virtual airline I fly with. But it's a good virtual airline because I can fly with whoever where I want. If it's in their system, I can fly it. There's a lot of VAs out there that you can only fly their airline. I can't see him. There is a little bit of a queue ahead of us. Seems to be planes going off 27 left as well. And somebody's just spawned in on the runway. And there's a BA coming in from Paris, but I think he's doing a go around. No idea what this guy's doing. Air France and another BA there. Let's get onto the runway. No, I've not sorted it on the. I'm using Stream Elements instead of Streamlabs. But I still need to tweak Stream Elements a bit. Okay. So landing lights on. Two lights off. Man flex. $100 knots. V1 and rotate. Positive rate, gear up. It is very busy down there, very, very busy. So we're heading up 6,000 feet first. Thought I was going to have a problem there. Seemed to stick. Now we got out of these height constraints, we can start climbing. So ahead of us, that's where Gatwick is. Great with this plane that you get to see decent side views as well. Maybe a mark of the windows. Textures are very good on this Fenix A320. So this plane is not cheap. It is just literally, it's literally 50 quid, 49.99. But in my opinion, it's well worth it. It's pretty close to study level. All the buttons pretty much work. Even the circuit breakers in the cockpit area, they work as well, for the most part. No, they're not preset. You can preset them yourself. So this is like inside the cabin. So if you're flying with MSFS, you can set your own presets by doing Control and Alt and the number. So Control Alt 1 is my top captain seat. Oh, sorry. When I save it, it's Control Alt 1. But when I use it, it's Alt 1. There are Control 1, Control 2 views as well. If you want to set your own, it's Control and Alt plus the number you want that view to be. So to get this one, I got it into the cabin, and then I controlled Alt and 7, and then to use it, it's Control Alt 7. So that's Alt 8 and out 7, out 9, out 1. So we've got 248 miles to go. I'd say it's only a short flight, really. But unlike the unlike the fly-by-wire, you can do this on the Fenix. So you got the galley here. So the door's armed. Table there. The sounds on here are very good as well, even in the cabin. So I don't know how to work out how to do it forward by looking forward and walking that way. There must be a way, but I just use the sideways arrow. So we've got the emergency exits. Toilets, but that's as far as you can go in the back. So you can look all the way down the cabin. So for payware, it's very good. I think it's the only payware Airbus, if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be corrected. It will show you top of descent if you top of climb there, top of descent there. And it will show you. See if I can. That's top of climb, and obviously the same will be top of descent. So top of descent is there. Have you noticed that as well? Company message. You go into ATSU, AOC menu, receive messages, and that's your load sheet. So you got very shortly be at on a climb. Just passing over the channel. No, it doesn't have weather, but it has terrain. even in the paneling, it just looks worn. It's like the rudder trim switch. It looks like people have been using it. So the textures in here are very good. Hi Adrian, how are you doing? Every Thursday on this channel will be a flight sim. It'll be either Microsoft Flight Simulator or X-Plane. I might fly the X-Plane next week. May do the A320. We're heading south in towards Africa. So our world tours is starting today. So we're now at the top of climb, so 23 miles to top of descent. Best get that sorted. Approach height for Park Charles de Gaulle is 5,000. So there's our top of descent marker. Oh, I can't wait for X-Plane 12 to come out. Hope it's going to be pretty good. It's got its world. I can't even think of the word I'm saying. It's got its work. I've gone all dumb in my head in a minute. It's got its work cut out. That's what I was trying to say. Because visually, this is great. And now with this Fenix A320, it's even better. Because yeah, the A320 fly-by-wire is okay. It's got its issues. Alright, Mr. Bigsley, how are you? See, we're only up top of climb for what, like 30 miles, and we're descending again. I say London to Paris is only a short flight. It's only about an hour, point to point. I wanted to see what it'd do there when I hit the top of the descent. It just slowed it down. So we are now descending into Paris. Yeah, I just need to sort the camera out properly and maybe change the room around, because you can see behind me, so I might get myself a green screen before I use it. You mean that? It's fine, we're not flying level. Exactly. See, if this was the fly-by-wire, it'd be skyrocketing down to the ground. A bit of speed brake there. Maybe it was a bit skew if I just centered it. Oh. And I left the landing lights on. I always forget the lights. Always forget the lights. Yeah, I am, mate. It's the only setup I have. I did have a crappy joystick, but I got this instead. I only ever really fly Airbuses. I'm not fine with the chroma and all that. It's just I've got a lot of junk behind me. Well, when I say junk, I've got another computer desk behind me and a bit of other stuff, and there's a window behind me as well, which doesn't help. So I'm going to get myself a little stand with a green screen, put it behind me. Makes life a bit easier for me then. Well, there's a A380 in development, a freeware one for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Fly-by-wire are doing it, I believe. Yeah, good. Actually, I might do that. I've got a spare sheet in the house. Just need to get the stand I've got upstairs out from the jumble of clothes it's under. I've got like a hanging rail that I can use. Yes. It all depends on the chroma key. That's actually what you change in it. It's the chroma key. Now we're in France. Nothing's changed apart from it's gone down 1 point on the QNH. See, I need to tweak. I'm just watching the play. I'm watching it as well on my stream on my YouTube, and the quality is not as what I'd like it to be. I need to tweak stream elements. I think it's this game, so obviously I've got to have the settings in tune with what I'm playing. So we're now heading towards Paris. Let's get set up there. Another company message, what are they sending now? Well, I'm not delayed, so I'm not sending anything. Well, it's just the stream elements are saying, well, it's coming up through alright at the minute, but it's saying Yeah, it was SAC message. It was saying that the encoder was struggling. Seems to be running alright at the minute. But when I look up into the sky, it says encoding overload. That being said, it says I'm getting 57 frames per minute. No, per second, sorry. If it was per minute, it'd be very bad. Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't have a record function like you do on X-Plane, but I do have a program for it, but I haven't set it up today. But so next time I use this flight sim, I'll use that as well, and it'll I can replay the landings. I'm not sure. Did you, Glenn? Did you see the update for Wanderwaffe? No, they've now put the pause button in. And they've done something else as well. This is the quietest place on the plane. Yeah, I noticed that game is updated this morning, and they've definitely put in a pause button, which is something you mentioned last night when playing it. But that's cool. Even when you light it up in the cockpit, it even lights it up out here. That's cool. Could do with being able to put the lights on. See, I was watching you play it last night, and I'm sat here I'm sort of shouting at the screen saying, "You need to do that. You need to do that." That's why I'm typing as well. But to be honest, everything you were doing wrong yesterday, I did when I first played it. I just put a mine down thinking it'd mine anything. Didn't realise you had to go look for the resources down below. And then didn't realise you had to add the miners to the mine for them to actually do anything. To be honest, I don't know why I didn't have the pause button to start off with. Because even if you press exit and it brings you up to the way of when you press exit it brings up the escape, the escape button, all that menu there. I would have thought that would have paused the game, but it didn't. I pressed it thinking, oh, I can go to the loo, come back, and I'd nearly all my stuff had nearly blown up. So we have to be above 10,000 but under 11,000. So let's get the LS buttons on. See, if this is the fly-by-wire, we would have been on the ground by now. It just basically throws you down to the ground. It's quite possibly you've been watching, or you might have watched it after you sent your email. So pretty much bang on 11,000 feet where we need to be. Let's get those landing lights on early. That's Charles de Gaulle there, so we have to go past it and come back on ourselves. How quiet it is in here. Nice and peaceful. No, I don't, because it's got a function on the pay cards where they can ignore it. They're more, the VA and with the A cards, they're more bothered about people stalling. Because when I look at the list of PIREPs, the ones that are always rejected are the ones where the aircraft stalls. So, I do it because you try to get a decent landing. I think first time I flew this, I got a minus 108. I was happy with that. And the VA I fly with as well, pretty decent. I can fly any airline from anywhere. I don't have to jump seats from place to place. I can fly what I want when I want. As long as I do it at least once a month or once every 90 days, they're happy. I'm already at the captain rank already for there. So for this world tour, I can still do flights with them, even if there isn't a flight that goes from, say, when I do Senegal to Brazil. It's going to like 6-7 hour flight, maybe less, and they won't actually probably have a flight for it. But I can make my own charter flight, so it keeps me getting my hours in with the VA, but I'm still flying what I want to fly. And again, you're not you earn your ranks for your hours. So I've earned my rank up to captain, but you're not having to earn ranks to fly certain planes. You can fly whatever you want with this VA I'm with. Yeah, I have, Adrian. I've got it. I've not used it for a while though. I actually got given a key. I thought I won a key off inside last year when the first version. I think there's a new version out now, isn't there? Better get back in the cabin. Is that the old? Is that the first version of Pilot Cycle, the new one? And is that who you're flying with when you do your American Airlines flight? Is that who you're flying with? There's cars to go. Somebody going to land this there. Just open my cockpit views. Yeah, that's what I fly it with. I fly it with them and Iberia, because if I wanted to do a short flight in A350, Iberia, I actually fly from Heathrow to Madrid. Probably like one of the shortest A350 flights. So I fly with Delta Virtual as well. So I have flown with KLM and Air France Virtual and Delta VA, which was a bigger organisation. So we're coming close to our approach altitude. Let's have a look. We're landing down here. I'm going to slow it down manually. Yeah, British Airways have got the 1000. Iberia have got the 900. What I'm going to do is just let it fly on a bit longer and then turn it round. Oh, you fucking arse. Oh, that's gone tits up. Just nearly stole me. Well, that wasn't meant to happen. Put his brakes on. Alright, sod it. I landed it myself. think I'm back on track. They must have updated this plane because the other day the double AP wasn't working.
2,500.
Well spotted, Mr. Martinez. It'll be the first time I landed with my gear down, or gear up, sorry. I'm just catching up with your things because my Facebook is no, the YouTube's not working. Mozilla's gone on tits up. I usually am, but after that, what just happened there, I'll leave.
500. Hundred above. Minimum.
Light slope. Light slope.
50. 30. 20. Retard.
Not a pretty landing, but a landing nonetheless. Alright, welcome Tomahawk. Oh, that was a bad landing rate. Does anybody want to guess what the landing rate was? Ooh, slow down. .533 it was, not very good. Considering the last time I flew this, I got a 108. Let's get landing lights off. I'm playing with a joystick, Tomahawk. I use the Thrustmaster TCA quadrant and joystick. So just passing over the A1 autoroute, which does this in real life. So if you're going into Paris from Lille or somewhere like that, you're passing underneath the runways. They do have a weird layout at Paris. That'll do. So here we can get the jetway. That jetway will come over. So not my finest landing. I'm not even sure I'm going to record that as a flight. It was that bad. But we're in Paris. Leg 1 complete. Leg 2 will be next week. From here, I'm undecided whether to go through Spain or maybe go down to Austria, down through Italy, and cross to Tunisia to get into Africa. Not on this flight, Adrian. I've got replay software, but I've got to use it. So next time I do it, I will have a replay on here, but I think I'm going to fly the A320 next week, so I'll be on plane next week, so we'll definitely do a replay on that. I can say, looking at my figures, it was minus 533. And it said I diverted to another airfield, but I didn't. Let's send in the Pirate. We'll see if they give it me or not. But we are here at Paris. Job done. Until next week. Or say that before I go. I am streaming on Sunday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. It could be one of a number of games. I might even do what Mr. Bixley did yesterday, Wonder Waff. Project Wonder Waff, that's pretty good. Or I may do art, or I might do something similar. Next week's OMSI again, and then flight next Thursday. So, for those who have turned up, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next.